1161 and 1584 AM. Online and in stereo on digital radio. Tayside and Fife's Tay AM.
The headlines this hour call for wider access to Scots GPs. Efforts continue to save whales after Fife beaching, and Best of Angus food celebrated. Good morning. Reform Scotland's calling for patients to be drivers and not passengers when it comes to the health service. The think tank's calling for people to be given more power in choosing their GP. It also says there should be bigger catchment areas, better information and more evening services. Here's Reform Scotland Director Jeff Maudsley.
It's not about the actual services the GPs provide in terms of the healthcare. We didn't look at that at all. It's about the practical arrangements. And I think in this day and age, the services should be provided speedily and conveniently, because obviously it matters to a lot of people if they're busy at their work, whether they can actually get to a GP practice in the evening, for instance.
10 whales refloated after becoming stranded on the Fife coast have been given a 50-50 chance of survival. But among 26 whales which became stranded between Anstruther and Pitt and Weem yesterday morning, teams of rescuers raced to the area in an attempt to refloat as many mammals as possible. Marine experts will monitor the surviving pilot whales for up to 48 hours. Royal Mail has rejected the idea for West End residents of Dundee to pick up their undelivered mail from the Perth Road Post Office. Councillor Fraser McPherson and the local community proposed the move as many locals find it tricky to get to the designated Baird Avenue point. He says it makes sense for residents to get their mail from their neighbouring office.
If you live in the DD1 postcode area, you can get your mail and parcels redelivered to the Perth Road Post Office, but not if you live in DD2. I think that's plain daft. There are households, frankly, a matter of yards from the post office concerned, who can't get their mail redelivered there, and I think that's really just a bit petty and bureaucratic.
All 321 staff at car dealership John R. Weir will continue to be employed after